Melody Shari sat by the pole with her 4 children, a gentle smile on her face, a smile shaped by years of struggle, healing, and growth. The sound of water and her children's laughter created a beautiful atmosphere, one that reflected joy and comfort. Known for her strength and grace on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Melody has become more than just a reality TV star. She is a symbol of resilience. Her children played happily, splashing water and laughing freely, while she watched them with love in her eyes. Nearby, her brother Marcus and her partner Troy joined in, their laughter adding warmth to the moment. Marcus, who had supported her through difficult times during her past with Martell Holt, felt proud seeing his sister finally at peace. Melody's life had once seemed perfect, but betrayal and heartbreak changed everything. Still, she chose strength over bitterness, rebuilding her life with quiet determination. Sitting there, watching her children, she reflected a deep sense of calm, as if she had finally found herself again. As the evening light turned golden, the children wrapped themselves in towels, and the laughter softened into a peaceful silence. Melody took a deep breath and realized that these simple moments were what truly mattered. Beyond her personal journey, she built success through her business, proving that setbacks cannot stop a determined woman. As night fell, she gently covered her children with blankets and whispered that everything she does is for them, showing the deep love that defines her. The next morning brought a fresh start, and as she prepared for the Winter Wonderland event, she stood confidently, ready to face her past with a new mindset. At the event, her presence turned heads, but this time she carried peace instead of fear. When asked why she returned, she calmly said that she no longer walks in fear, but in peace, choosing to close unfinished chapters of her life. Later, back home, she watched her children sleep and quietly reflected on how far she had come. Her journey is not just her own, it represents every woman who has faced hardship and found strength within herself. As the sun rose again the next day, Melody sat with her coffee, listening to her children laugh, and in that simple moment, she realized she had finally found true happiness and peace. That peaceful morning slowly unfolded into another reminder of how far Melody Shari had come. Sitting quietly with her coffee, she watched her children run across the lawn, their laughter filling the air like music. There was no rush, no pressure, just a sense of calm that once felt impossible to reach. In that moment, she wasn't thinking about the past or worrying about the future. She was simply present, appreciating the life she had rebuilt piece by piece. The same woman who once faced heartbreak, public criticism, and emotional storms was now standing in a place of strength, not because life had become perfect, but because she had learned how to find peace within herself. Her journey through Love and Marriage Huntsville had shown the world both her pain and her power, but what people see now is the result of quiet healing, the kind that happens when no one is watching. She had turned her struggles into lessons, her silence into strength, and her setbacks into new beginnings. Even her past with Martell Holt no longer held the same weight it once did. Instead of defining her, it became just one chapter in a much bigger story. As the day went on, Melody found herself smiling more, laughing freely with her children, and embracing the little things that once felt overshadowed by stress. Whether it was helping them get ready, listening to their stories, or simply sitting beside them, every moment carried meaning. She had learned that true happiness isn't found in perfection, it's found in presence, in love, and in gratitude. And as the sun began to rise higher in the sky, casting a warm glow over her home, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a peaceful day, it was a new way of living. A life where she no longer needed to prove anything to anyone, where her strength spoke for itself, and where her happiness came from within. For Melody, this wasn't the end of her journey. It was the beginning of a beautiful new chapter, one filled with purpose, confidence, and a quiet, unshakable peace. As the days continued to pass, Melody Shari found herself stepping more fully into this new version of her life, one built not on expectations or outside opinions, but on inner peace and self-worth. The noise that once surrounded her, the opinions, the headlines, and the constant scrutiny slowly faded into the background. What remained was clarity. She no longer felt the need to explain herself or defend her choices. Instead, she allowed her life to speak for itself. Her connection with her children grew even stronger in these quiet, meaningful moments. Every laugh, every conversation, every shared smile became a reminder of why she kept going, even in her hardest days. They weren't just her responsibility, they were her motivation, her strength, and her greatest source of joy. In their eyes, she wasn't defined by the past, she was simply Mom, their safe place, their protector, their hero. At the same time, her confidence continued to reflect in every area of her life. Whether it was her business, her public appearances, or her presence on Love and Marriage Huntsville, there was a noticeable shift. She carried herself with a calm energy, one that didn't demand attention but naturally attracted it. People could see it, the growth, the healing, the quiet strength that had replaced the pain. Even when memories of her past with Martell Holt surfaced, they no longer brought the same heaviness. Instead, they served as reminders of how far she had come. She had learned that healing doesn't mean forgetting, it means growing beyond what once tried to break you. One evening, as the sun slowly set and painted the sky in soft shades of gold and orange, Melody stood by the window watching her children play outside. A gentle breeze moved through the air, and for a moment, everything felt still again, just like that peaceful day by the pool. She placed her hand over her heart, taking a deep breath, feeling gratitude fill every part of her. "I'm proud of myself," she whispered quietly. It was a simple sentence, but it carried years of emotion behind it, years of struggle, survival, and transformation, and for the first time in a long time, she truly meant it. Life didn't suddenly become perfect, and challenges would still come, as they always do. But now, Melody faced them differently. She no longer feared what was ahead because she trusted who she had become. That trust gave her a kind of strength that couldn't be shaken. And as night gently settled in, bringing with it a calm and peaceful silence, one truth became clear. Melody's story wasn't just about overcoming pain. It was about rediscovering herself, rebuilding her life, and rising stronger than ever before. This wasn't just a chapter of healing anymore. This was her life now, steady, grounded, and filled with purpose. And no matter what came next, she was ready.